Hello guys, Crowbar here, and this is going to be like a semi-podcast type thing. I don't know, it's... Okay, let me just get this out of the way right now. It is currently 4:21 a.m. I'm tired, but I can't sleep, so this is going to be very kind of ranty and rambly and just all over the place. So if that's not your thing, I just suggest tuning out now. But if it is, I just suggest putting this on in the background and listening to my sweet dulcet tones if you really think my voice is that amazing through my crappy mic. Anyways, so I don't know what the title will be, but I'm sure it'll be something about like relating to, again, sorry, that's me zoning out right there because it's 4:20 in the morning. So something relating to like how I feel like free to play is going to work, what systems kind of affect it, how it's going to affect people who only want to earn V-Bucks, and as as the recent Epic update on like leeching and taxing and stuff shows, well, I suppose if you haven't heard about it, next update 5.1, they're starting to roll out changes to stop taxing, or I guess leeching this time, taxing with the next part. But you'll have to complete your storm shields and canny and above in order to access missions. But if your power level isn't quite there, then you can't actually play the missions unless someone taxes you in. Apparently they can't fix the taxing part yet because it's all wibbly wobbly weird in the code, which, whatever, I'll leave them to sort that out. But we're just going to be assuming that they've stopped taxing altogether, made it so that when you go into a mission with a taxi, someone taxis someone into a mission, is going to be set to private. We'll just be assuming that because that's how they intend to make it for free to play. So anyways, yeah, so one thing I guess I'll start with this. So when Save the World goes free to play, there's going to be people who start it up just for the V-Bucks and never spend a V-Buck on a llama. Now, these people are going to, like, at least with the current system, they're going to get maybe 2,000 to 4,000 V-Bucks, and, like, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, since I've only played a Battle Royale, like, twice, and that was one my friend kind of forced me to. Anyways, so they'll get like 2,000 to 4,000 V-Bucks, which I believe is only like 2 skins. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, so they'll get that. But then they won't have the survivors to keep progressing the story. So midway through Plankerton, they're going to hit a roadblock, which means unless they want to farm every day for the V-Buck daily rewards and whatever daily reward missions they get, along with random stuff through events, they're not going to have survivors enough to make it through Canny, which will be power level locked from what we understand. I don't think they mentioned like Plankerton or Stonewood being power level locked, but yeah, those people are gonna fuck themselves over first, because they won't be able to like actually progress in the story or progress to where like the high level V-Buck missions are, or like be able to farm effectively for their V-Bucks. So again, this is just me just kind of like throwing my thoughts out there, throwing whatever I kind of think out, and just talking. Just talking. I don't, this G's been me like 5-6 minutes already, just kind of rambling. But yeah, so those people are gonna fuck themselves over first, because they'll just use those V-Bucks, buy skins in Battle Royale, like 2 or 3 skins, and then they'll like never actually play it again, because they won't actually be able to progress once they, like, that'll be maybe 1 to 2 weeks later that they'll hit that block, depending on how long they play. And then next we have the people that will kind of want to split V-Bucks between Save the World and Battle Royale, which I assume they'll buy the Battle Pass, which I think, like, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm like, I don't know, like, barely anything about Battle Royale, but the Battle Pass, I believe, is 500 V-Bucks, so they'll be buying that and maybe 1 skin, while also spending money on things like People Llamas or Super People Llamas for the survivors, or Upgrade Llamas, which, as a new player, your best investment is Super People Llamas at the moment. You'll want to get, like, lead survivors and regular survivors and epic and legendary, though that's the fastest way to increase your power level, although upgrade llamas aren't terrible. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, they'll be buying those llamas. I mean, as long as they've looked up, like, the best way to get, like, heroes and progress and save the world, then they'll be buying those. Keep losing my train of thought. Anyways, and then there will be the people that, like, tried Battle Royale once or twice, never really liked it, and start Save the World just for Save the World. Like, everyone did, I suppose, before Battle Royale existed, such as myself and every other kind of day one player or whatever. And those will be the people kind of earning all the V-Bucks and progressing the fastest, which will be interesting. I don't know, like, how fast these people will actually be able to progress when the Canny/Twine update goes through, where you only have to do Storm Shields to progress to Twine. I don't quite know. Like, I can imagine maybe, like, 2 months, like, most of those, like, most of the third category of people will get to Twine. I'm only in Canny because I refuse to grind out those fucking quests. Like, those 3 this, 3 that, 3 everything is just such a fucking bore. Like, I think I'm only 35% of the way through Canny Valley, so I just refuse to do those quests. I remember my, one of my buddies who, like, I gave my friend code, like, one of my friend codes to, Sky. Also, like, just random tangent. Fuck him. Just fuck him. I gave him a friend code. Then in one of his first llamas, he got Mega Base. And I never got Mega Base until I fucking, could get him out of the collection book. And then the next day, they had those, super troll whatever llamas for the founders. I opened it, and then I got a fucking Mega Base, and I was pissed that I had spent, like, so much flux and training manuals on him. I'm not pissed about the training manuals, because I have, like, 2,000 hero training manuals. but the flux was like 250. That's a lot. Anyways, but yeah, so like me, what was I saying? Well, this guy, besides fucking, just fuck him. This awesome block. And then he also got the mythic ninja a few weeks later. He ended up like buying a lot of llamas and stuff though later on, so I mean, it wasn't a freeloader or anything. I'm so lost. I went off on that tangent and just completely just kind of lost my train of thought. It's been like 10 minutes into this video and I really haven't discussed anything. I apologize if you came here expecting something profound or smart or really intelligent from me. Again, it's 4:30 in the morning. My neighbors have been up and down the fucking stairs outside my apartment just all night keeping me up. There have been drunk people outside like to 2 a.m. and usually I just like go on Reddit and answer questions to fall asleep, which I know is really fucking weird, but shut up. It's my thing. But yeah, even that was not getting me asleep. So I decided I'd just make this random podcast type ramble. And here we are. I don't know why I'm explaining this again. I'm trying to remember why I brought up Sky. Oh, right. So yeah, Sky and I got into like so like we played through most of the game together. Like we were on quest together for a long ass time, and then finally I think it was around I want to say it was just before Fortnite that I kind of gave up on the game, because like Battle Royale, that like Epic was doing no Save the World content around that time, around the few like when Battle Royale came out, the few months before it and the few months after it, like we got nothing, and I just kind of gave up the game as a lost cause. Didn't come back really until Christmas, but anyway, so during that time he got like way ahead of me, playing till like Christmas, or he got all the way up to Canny, and then like recently he got to Twine like a month ago. He said he just went on a 14-hour long binge of just playing nothing but the missions. And now joke's on him, because I'm just gonna get to Twine like right away once I finish all those Storm Shields next update. So yeah, I'm totally gonna make fun of him about it next time I talk to him. I haven't quite gotten the chance yet, but yeah, I sent him a message about it. Yeah. He is like power level like 80 something, I believe, right now. I just need to grind out Survivor XP and pure drops of rain to upgrade my Survivor squads, which I mean I could probably go up to 90 to 100 if I upgrade them all to the rank 4s. Again, this video really has no cohesion. It's just me just putting my thoughts out there and rambling on and on. So yeah, I came just back on the tangent of me quitting, because I don't even know. I came back around Christmas, and like around that time they removed... No, they hadn't removed the cost of sprinting yet. Because for those of you newer players, like sprinting cost energy. It was a lot of energy. It would just like, Jesus, you could go through all your energy in about 10 to 15 seconds just sprinting, and we had no hoverboard or anything. And there were different speeds for the different classes, so constructors were the slowest. And as a constructor main, like, it just, you had to go right to the base and like just build it unless you wanted to like be stuck running around the map super slowly. And yeah, there weren't storm chests or and building materials were still capped at 999 no matter where you were in the skill tree. Oh my god, trying to build a decent base with that limitation was just awful. Oh, right. I came back around Christmas and they started to update some quality of life things. I forget which. There's one that I really liked. But so I really liked the concept of Blitzen-based Kyle, which, I mean, you can see him as my channel icon, because like he's just my main. He's my bro. Just, you know, he's cool. I just like him, although he's like not an amazing hero because his base is so small. I think the heal's fine. I think the base needs to be extended. Anyways, it's not about that, but yeah, I like the concept of like healers in the game, even if the smoke bomb wasn't all that great. And then there's Fragment Flurry Jess or whatever. She used to have this thing like on the fragment charge where you had a 15-second gap between each kill to get another kill to get 60 kills to get another charge. And like, again, for those of you newer players, like Outlanders just used to have charges. There was no cooldown. You had to get a charge to use their ability, which, yes, is as stupid as it sounds. So anyways, they used to have that, but then they kind of removed that. I think it was around the Spring It On event once they released Reclaimer. Anyways, and then there's this brief point where there was no cooldowns on their abilities, but you could still gain charges. So like you could have 3 or 4 teddies out at once, and it was kind of fucking amazing. But where's I going with this? Anyways, yeah, I stuck around Christmas, started playing more. I made my way through Plankerton very, very slowly, by the way. Like, my super high power levels, just because I tend to fuck around in the game. I know how easy it is to get burnt out in a grindy game, so I play a lot of Warframe, so I took it slow, enjoyed myself, had a good time. Hangnail, sorry. So yeah, like I just kind of fucked around, didn't really take the story seriously, just did what I felt like doing. None of like the events around that time were great. I also missed out on the original Horde Bash. That was something I think I logged on during it, but I never actually went into it, because I didn't really think it was worth my time. I soon regretted it once I found out how much people actually liked it, and I had already skipped over it anyways. So yeah, like, I had the game deleted off my PS4 and PC around the Fortnite Horde Bash time. I mean, I still logged in. I deleted at some point, but I was logging in during points and like putting points into my research books, because I figured someday I might come back. then I started giving up hope before the Christmas event that they would never bother with Save the World again, because if you weren't around at the time, it just felt hopeless trying to get anything done in Save the World, because Battle Royale was just a special child right then. Nothing was actually happening in Save the World. There were no updates, no nothing. Everything was just kind of, they would put out just random events with one or two new guns and maybe a new hero or a race skin from Battle Royale or something. But yeah, it was fucking sad. Everyone assumed the game was just gonna die. Epic wasn't going to do anything. They were just gonna release it in its current state and just say fuck it, just give us money, which was kind of a slap in the face to everyone. But yeah, around Christmas time they started adding quality of life changes, making the game good, making the game how it should have been, not how it was. Because day one, I could see the game had so much potential to be amazing, be so good, but there were just so many problems holding it back. And Epic likes to do just weird things that just don't seem right if you had one or two people look over it. The hoverboard original release, you had to stand completely still for 5 seconds while charging that up. And it's how did that get past the design team? How did anyone think that it was good? So no one used the hoverboard, and during that time sprinting still cost energy, but everyone just sprinted everywhere. I think they did remove around that time the different speeds, they boosted everyone up to the same speed, so constructors were just as fast as Outlanders or whatever. But odd design choices, and around this time LRJ, Love Ranger Jonesy Valentine's Day event started coming out. Battle Royale players started en masse figuring out, holy shit, we can come over here and get free V-Bucks, which started the age of taxis. And I have mixed feelings about that, because at the time Save the World was oh yeah, this is great, sure, we'll just give you free guns, we'll just, hey, look at this, new players, here you go. And I think that's kind of what started the whole trade things. Before trading, which I know some of you newer players were there was no trading before, there used to be no trading at all. Someone would ask, hey, do you have extra coal? And everyone would just drop a few pieces of coal for the person. You didn't trade, you didn't do anything. But then, I don't know, what even started it. People started trading these high-level guns, I guess, tried to get other ones or good ones or whatever, and now, it was a joke a little bit after that these guys had discovered a sub-game within the game itself, and blah, 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 and it wasn't long before that fucking turned true. Now, traders are actually playing the game just to trade with, rather than, actually playing it. And, So, okay, on a tangent here, I could be, raking views by the millions right now, because I have, the Nocturno and a bunch of, other event-exclusive guns that I could be, making those scammers get scammed, scamming little kids, watch him squeak, blah, 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 blah videos right now, but, I've never really wanted to do videos like this. Like, I'm always going to, like, have one of the smaller channels, because, like, I just want to make informative content. I don't want to, like, do clickbaity shit. Like, if I ever do a clickbaity video, all of y'all better fucking call me out on it and call bullshit and tell me to change that title right away, because, like, that just ain't me. I don't want to do that. And I mean, like, I'll do me videos like that Obliterator review. Like, I want to do silly stuff like that sometimes, which I have something in mind for the new event hammer that, like, leaps. I got a meme video in mind for that. I don't think I'll ever do an actual serious weapon review, because it's just more fun to kind of fuck around with the memes. Y'all will see that hammer video soon. I mean, if anyone's actually fucking watched this far in, it's like 30 minutes into the video. I don't know, I didn't set a timer up or anything. This is gonna take forever to process. I probably just have like a static picture up right now. Also, like, if you're this far in, like, just tell me if you want more of these videos, maybe, like, not so rambly, maybe with a more clear purpose, maybe not at almost 5 a.m. But yeah, tell me if you want more podcasts and just shit where I can sit down and talk and just vent. Vent a little bit. Forget completely what I was talking about. I mean, besides the whole clickbait, and yeah, like, if I make clickbait video, call me the fuck out and tell me to change it. Because I don't want to do that kind of stuff. It's just not me. I don't want to be a channel that's, like, that's just known for making clickbait content. I want to be, like, known for being helpful or just kind of funny, just amusing, just there. I don't want to do, like, scammers getting scammed and just all caps videos like that. And I haven't done a hero review lately, and I don't know why. I mean, I want to, but I'm not really motivated. None of the new heroes have really motivated me to make a new video, a new hero review, which, I mean, I'm sure I'd be getting, like, I think all of my hero reviews have like 50 to 100 views each, except for, like, the Stars and Stripes at like 450 views. So, I mean, those are, like, the most liked content on my channel by far. But I just, like, none of the new heroes really interest me that much. Like, starting with fragments, okay, I mean, I guess that's kind of nice, but all they do is lower your cooldown, and I mean, it's not too hard to find fragments anyways. The new, like, constructor, I mean, she looks good, like, that outfit, like, she be thick, like every other constructor chick, but, I mean, like, her plasma pulse thing is just, like, remote mines, but just, well, not worse. Definitely not worse, because, oh my god, I don't know if y'all saw the buff to that. They took, like, 40 seconds off the cooldown and increased the damage. The damage was fine, but taking just 40 seconds off the cooldown just jaggedly squats to, like, making them viable. Like, they need to fix the despawning issues, need to, like, make it so they don't blow up at the first, like, at being damaged at all by anything or anyone, and they can't blow up by each other. But I have a video on that, so I'm not gonna get too far into it, but that buff was complete another bullshit, and it's another one of those things like, what are you thinking, Epic? Why would you let this go through? Or like the Love Ranger Jonesy type thing, like with his black vest or whatever it is. I think he was the first one to have it, where it reduces damage by 60%, but each time you're hit, it removes 15% of the damage reduction. And getting hit 4 times and save the world can easily happen within like a single second, and like just I can't snap. There we go. And all that like all that damage reduction is just gone. Like it's just they should have made it so like it stays 5 seconds after you get hit, and then has like a 10-second cooldown when out of combat for like each 15%. That would have like actually helped him be tanky, but like it's just not. I mean, he's known as the noob bleacher whatever guy now, along with Cloakstar, who is a little unfortunate. Like, he's not all that great. His throwing star pattern is kind of cool. Like him for that. But I mean, as a mythic, he really doesn't stand out. Need like a good mythic soldier and good mythic. I suppose Wukong is not a good mythic soldier. A good mythic Outlander. Because all we got is Face Scout Jess, and she's pretty bad. We also need a good ninja mythic, because both of them are pretty trash. Let's be honest. Jeez, I'm so sorry about being all over. It's 4:53 right now. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep, and I'm just rambling into my mic. I'm also sorry about audio dips. I keep moving around in my chair and like getting closer and farther away from my mic, and just probably being super annoying if somehow you're still listening this far in the video. Like, I don't know who want to listen to me ramble this long, but I mean, if you're here, congrats. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well out there. Timmy, Tom, Samantha, Mandy, I don't know, I'm just listing off random names. Maybe I said one of yours. I don't know. Jeez, I had more things that I don't know. And if I do another one of these like random podcast things, like it'll be much more kind of scripted, maybe not scripted, but I'll have like talking points laid out, and like we'll actually talk about like what's on those. I'll still go on tangents and stuff, but it won't just be as all over on this. I feel like I've explained this 3 times. Yeah, I apologize if you hear things in the background. I suppose it's a little late to say this now, but as I say in every live stream, I'm live downtown, so things tend to get loud even at 5 in the morning. Jeez, what there's more stuff I wanted to talk about, but I just can't remember. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Save the World recently outside of the live streams. Mostly I've been playing, what's it called? League of Legends. Been getting into that. It's kind of fun. Starting to get bored of it though. It's just, you don't earn blue essence fast enough, and like I've spent like $20 and still don't have a massive pool of heroes. As I'm sure many of you can imagine, I'm support main. So, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. League is a league. I wish they had a, like, ultimate champion pack, like Smite's ultimate god pack. That'd be really nice, but I mean, I'm basically done with the game at this point. I had silver 5 after like a month and a half of playing, so I'll consider that my accomplishment and kind of hang my hat on that. Probably shouldn't be talking about League of Legends in a Save the World type podcast, but I mean, if any of you are here at this point, you're probably just zoned out and not listening. Yeah, so I've yet to try out the new sniper rifle in Save the World that's like single shot for reloading. But first shot Rio, who you assume that would be made for, can't like get the perks and shit for it because it's considered a sniper rifle, not an assault rifle. So like that whole thing is redundant. I figured they would like make it an assault rifle technically, but who the fuck knows, I guess. Yeah, the Dragoon is kind of fun. It just puts out a lot of damage on a very consistent basis, or maybe not consistent basis, but like holy shit, it does a lot of damage. Like the just keep on wanting to say the Tiger because that's the name in Warframe, the Thunderbolt. It's like that, but it shoots both shots at the same time. So like it fucks shit up. I want to finish perking mine, but like it's just a tank buster. Just blows up tanks. Like anything that gets near you, just boom, gone. Got a few other weapons I want to finish re-perking, like that hammer from the event that lets you just like jump around, and oh my god, that thing is amazing. Just jumping around the battlefield like some kind of demented fucking monkey or kangaroo. It is amazing. Holy shit. So it's for you veterans who know how to farm gold effectively. During this like last week's like free Save the World, y'all were doing those level 1 storm shields, getting mini llamas and shit like that. And so like I was playing with like this one other person who went constructor, and they were like level 2 or whatever, and it was like they were right beside me using a scythe as a melee weapon, trying to like I guess they were trying to match me. So I jumped around the field. So like after the first wave, because there's only like 2 waves on these, after the first wave I crafted them up a hammer and dropped it, and they looked like they were having a ton of fun jumping around the battlefield as well. I mean, I probably shouldn't be giving weapons to low level players because that can exasperate I can't talk. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It makes the whole trading problem worse if they like get into trading. They try to trade that, but like they just looked like they were having so much fun with that hammer. It's fucking 5 a.m. now, and I'm just trying to form correct words. Jesus, this has been like 40 minutes. Again, I apologize if y'all came in and were expecting some kind of like intelligent, focused podcast. That is not what this has been. Oh my goodness, golly, no. So, like, I'm hoping the next week's, like, event store, like, they data mine, like, there's a data mined, cannon that looks like it was just ripped straight off the pirate ship. Sorry. It looks like it was ripped straight off a fire ship. It like, apparently shoots cannonballs that, like, will blast through a whole row of husks and knock them all back, which sounds badass. So I'm hoping that's next week's daily or weekly gold item. Also, Jesus, if you've listened this far in, and you still have your old trip tickets, don't use anymore, since the birthday event llama will be using them. So yeah, just save them up. People on Reddit were kind of pissed because, like, we used up, like we weren't warned ahead of time that, like, they were going to use those tickets for birthday llama, which, I mean, I'm just kind of impartial one way or another. I don't really care one way or another about that, but, like, people got pissed about that. They were demanding more tickets, and it's just like, come on, it's a pre-event. Epic doesn't have to give us anything. Like, they could have just, like, made this whole event just like you had to pay for the llamas or whatever. Just take what you can get. And then there were also, like, a lot of people complaining they were having vacations during that, and that they should move the event. And it's like, it's literally the birthday of Fortnite. Should we be moving the birthday, like, 2 weeks over to accommodate your busy schedules? It's like, no, that's not gonna work. I don't know. Reddit is Reddit. Reddit is always going to be Reddit, and Reddit is always going to be full of Redditors. You can quote me. You can quote that one, guys. Make sure you credit me when you use that beautiful and well-formed line. And oh my God, I'm gonna end this because I've been rambling for 40 minutes. Anyways, I'll probably be live streaming tomorrow or Tuesday. So I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.